They were. Josh Inglis, the keeper, is going to open up with Colin Munro, who got a gozzer the other night. He didn't deliver the goods. The little lefty from Kiwi land. He can go. He can give it a whack. Joe Clark, the Englishman, at 3. Mitch Marsh at 4. Ashton Turner, the captain, at 5. I like Ashton Turner. Cameron Bancroft, 6. Aaron Hardy, who we spoke with earlier on, did really well the other night. So he's an emerging sort of batting all-rounder at 7. Jai Richardson, one of the best T20 bowlers going around, as is Andrew Tye. Joel Paris comes in for Berendorf, who's out because his wife's given birth this week. And everyone's favourite in the Big Bash, Farwood, how old Ahmed. Fantastic. X-Factor subs, Curtis Patterson from a batting point of view, Matthew Kelly from a bowling point of view. 2 pretty good sides we're seeing there on paper. Yeah. That top 6 for the Melbourne Stars is pretty special.
It's hard to go past, isn't it? The names draw your eye, and they do look like they've got some real punch to that 11. So let's see whether they can make it 3 for 3. They picked up every point available to them so far. We're not too far away from the first ball being bowled.
Melbourne Stars have won the bat flip, Andy.
And
they've decided that they'll bowl first. They've put the Scorchies in.
Okay. All right. Well, the Scorchers are great defenders. Back in the day, they were, weren't they?
They were.
That was what they used to.
At the furnace.
Didn't matter what they had, what they put on the board, they could defend just about anything.
The best defenders in the game. Well, I reckon the Stars have said, just with a little bit of weather around, we might just get a little bit in this surface. So they only got 130 against the Renegades. That's not enough. You're not going to defend now. They're not at the furnace. So Stars' first use of the ball up against the Scorchers tonight. I'm really looking forward to this one, Andy.
Yeah, be a good game. You're listening to Big Bash Nation for McDonald's. The McRib and El Macco are back at Macca's this summer.
The SEN Track Podcast.
Catch up on all your favourite shows or any interviews you might have missed
by subscribing to SEN Track on your favourite podcast provider today.
That Pope gonna walk around. That Pope gonna walk around. That Pope gonna walk around. And that's how your garden grows. Pope Garden Watering Systems, available at Bunnings Warehouse.
Hi, it's Doug the Tradie. If you're a tradie like me, you need the correct insurance. It's easy with IMAR. They offer competitive premiums, instant cover and no paperwork. Go online, get an instant quote and pay the premium, or call an expert now on 13IMAR. You'll be covered in a few simple steps and ready to get on with the job. Visit imar.com.au today or call 13IMAR and get a quote, get covered, get working.
Now the trade is made. That's IMAR.
Tyre Power's summer Scorcher sale gives you the power of a sizzling hot offer on Toyo tyres. Buy 3 and get 1 free on a huge range of Toyo passenger car and SUV tyres. Now that is a hot offer. Buy 3 and get 1 free on selected Toyo passenger car and SUV tyres. Only during December at Tyre Power. Tyre Power's summer Scorcher sale is on now with many more scorching offers on a hot range of famous brand tyres. Visit tyrepower.com.au or call 13 21 91 for your local owner operator.
If you love racing, you'll love SEN Track. Start your day with us, Ian Healy and Pat Welsh, and catch up on all the latest in chasing, pacing and racing. Join us on SEN Track Ingham 96.1 FM, Atherton 99.1 FM, and the all-new Gold Coast 1620 AM, and Brisbane 1053 AM.
It's the new sound of chasing, pacing and racing.
Join in all the fun on SEN Track.
SEN Track.
Also available on the SEN app.
Visit your local Dulux Trade Centre or Inspirations Paint Store for all your professional painting needs. With over 230 locations around Australia, you can be confident we have the right tools to help you get the job done. Our trade stores have all the commercial paint and accessories you'll need, as well as the best expert trade staff who are on hand to give great advice and quick service. When it comes to your next paint job, head to your local Dulux Trade Centre or Inspirations Paint Store.
Hey, it's Matt McKeldin.
And I'm Steve Johnson.
And we're the hosts of The Driver's Seat, Australia's #1 motorsport radio show.
Each week we go through all the big news stories and chat to some of the biggest names in supercars.
Here with Mark Winterbottom. We're pumped, ready to go. Davey Reynolds here.
We've got a Sonic the Hedgehog phone cover.
Jamie Whincup, welcome back to The Driver's Seat. Feels good to be back.
Plus you can catch up and get all the exclusive interviews first on the Driver's Seat app.
Get radio's #1 motorsport show on your smartphone. Thanks to Kubota, building Australia.
SEN Track is the new sound of chasing, pacing and racing. And each Saturday you can watch it online. Saturday Trackside is on live stream on the SEN app, on your mobile via Twitch, your computer or smart TV. The banter, the fun, the expert analysis and horse racing tips. Simon O'Donnell, Dave Taggart and co bring it all to the table. Saturday Trackside. Watch the live stream this Saturday. SEN Track, the new sound of chasing, pacing and racing.
It's never been more important to buy Australian than right now. Our local manufacturers and growers produce world-class products known for their quality, safety and reliability, all while generating local jobs, supporting our communities and helping Australian families now and into the future. So look for the trusted green and gold kangaroo logo. Buy Australian now. Visit australianmade.com.au.
Melbourne Apprenticeship Group, apprentice labour hire, a flexible, cost-effective construction workforce supporting tomorrow's tradespeople. Reliable first to fourth year apprentices on contracts from 1 week to ongoing. Google Melbourne Apprenticeship Group today.
You're listening to Big Bash Nation for McDonald's. The McRib and El Maco are back at Macca's this summer.
Great to have you with us, not too far away from the opening ball, the Stars and the Scorchers. Let's get the latest odds from Ned's.
An odds update for Ned's. Pump up your BBL odds with Ned's Same Game Multi. Gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-858-858.
Thanks, guys. G'day, punters. Well, the Melbourne Stars will be seeking to keep alive their unbeaten start to BBL 10 when they meet the Perth Scorchers this evening, and betting suggests that is exactly what is going to happen. The Stars probably haven't quite reached their best form yet, but it has still been more than good enough to account for both the Heat and the Thunder. They are our $1.67 favourites here at Ned's to win again this evening. The Scorchers are all but friendless and out to $2.20. He failed to get off the mark against the Heat, but Marcus Stoinis responded with a very impressive 61 off 37 balls against the Thunder. He has opened our $3.50 favourite to top score against the Scorchers again tonight. Now, the Scorchers boast plenty of top-order talent of their own. It's an absolute logjam in top run-scorer betting here. Colin Munro, Josh Inglis and Mitch Marsh are all rated at $4.25 chances. Now, that same game multi is available on every Big Bash game this season. You can pump up your odds by combining selections from some of your favourite markets. A same game multi that has been popular with the Ned's punters today combines the Stars to win, Glenn Maxwell to score 25 or more runs, and Adam Zampa to take 2 or more wickets for a combined price of $4.97. That's it from me today, punters. Head to neds.com.au for a full list of our Big Bash markets. And if you're having a bet, always remember to gamble responsibly.
Good on you. Find your perfect match to your form preferences easily with Ned's Filter Form. Gamble responsibly. Give them a call, 1-800-858-858. How highly do you rate Josh Inglis? Missed out first game. His record coming in, his first-class record this year's awesome. Yep. Particularly with bat. I mean, you keep an eye on all of these blokes because of their
gloves.
Work with the gloves as well. How highly do you rate him?
Highly. I think Western Australia produced a few in their time. I mean, you got Philippi, who's a Western Australian, up at Sydney Sixers, and he's an absolute beauty with both bat and gloves. Josh Inglis is another one. So, yeah, I'm backing him tonight to get the job done. But he's an exciting talent with both bat and gloves as well. So, I mean, Bancroft's not keeping anymore, but they've got plenty of options over in the West Whiteman's a keeper as well. They've got plenty of them.
It's unbelievable.
But no, the answer is yes. Tick, I like him.
Future Test keeper. Have you got him that highly rated? Because a few around the place have.
Yeah, he's probably in my top 3, I suppose, when I'm looking at it at the moment, and depends how long Tim Payne goes for. I still have hope for Victorian Sam Harper. I think he's a good gloveman, and he just seems to have gone out of favour a little bit. Gotchi took his spot last year. Gotchi's a fine young bat, but I think Sam Harper's a very good wicket keeper. Tim Payne's got the job and he's the best man in the business, but all the reports from around the traps is that, this man Inglis is one to keep an eye on.
And if the Scorchers are going to get over the line tonight, if they're going to, there's only 2 teams that were early in the tournament. Only 2 teams haven't had a win yet, them and the Heat. So there's no panic stations at this stage. I'd like to get that first win on the board as sooner rather than later. If they are, is it simply their big 3? Is it Inglis, Marsh and Turner? Is that where it all lies for them at the moment, do you think?
Munro is a dangerous player as well. He's dangerous. The little lefty is dangerous as well. After Christmas, they're going to get Jason Roy and Livingston into their lineup, and that'll give them a lot more firepower.
Yeah.
But they need to stick a couple before then.
Yep. You're listening to Big Bash Nation. For McDonald's, the McRib, the El Maco, they're back at Macca's this summer. We're not too far away from the first ball being bowled. The Perth Scorchers taking on the Melbourne Stars.
The all-new SEN app. Download it today and never miss a moment of your favourite show. Streaming live anywhere, anytime.
Tyre Power have topped the customer satisfaction table again. That's right, Tyre Power received the coveted CanStar Blue Most Satisfied Customer Award for the second year running, making them winners 6 out of the last 7 years. We're proud and thankful to know that you voted for Tyre Power to receive 5-star reviews in every category of customer satisfaction. So when you need new tyres, go to the undisputed leaders in the field, Tyre Power. Visit your local owner-operator or find us at tyrepower.com.au.
It's never been more important to buy Australian than right now. Our local manufacturers and growers produce world-class products known for their quality, safety and reliability, all while generating local jobs, supporting our communities and helping Australian families now and into the future. So look for the trusted green and gold kangaroo logo. Buy Australian now. Visit australianmade.com.au.
Visit your local Dulux Trade Centre or Inspirations Paint Store for all your professional painting needs. With over 230 locations around Australia, you can be confident we have the right tools to help you get the job done. Our trade stores have all the commercial paint and accessories you'll need, as well as the best expert trade staff who are on hand to give great advice and quick service. When it comes to your next paint job, head to your local Dulux Trade Centre or Inspirations Paint Store.
Hey, it's Matt McKeldin.
And I'm Steve Johnson.
And we're the hosts of The Driver's Seat, Australia's #1 motorsport radio show.
Each week we go through all the big news stories and chat to some of the biggest names in supercars.
Here with Mark Winterbottom. We're pumped, ready to go. Davey Reynolds here.
Got a Sonic the Hedgehog phone cover. It's mad, eh?
Jamie Whincup, welcome back to The Driver's Seat. Feels good to be back.
Plus, you can catch up and get all the exclusive interviews first on the Driver's Seat app.
Get radio's #1 motorsport show on your smartphone. Thanks to Kubota, building Australia.
IMAR. We all know they're the tradies' mates when it comes to business insurance. That means if you're a chippy, IMAR's got you covered. And not just you. Insure with IMAR and they'll cover your subbies as well. Plus, receive competitive monthly premiums at no additional cost, which is great for cash flow. Even better, there's no paperwork. Just a simple phone call and we'll get you covered too. Call 13-IMAR now. And it's 134627.
They're the tradies, mate. That's IMAR.
New mini hotcakes with Nutella have arrived at Macca's. Our famous hotcakes made mini with a delicious layer of creamy Nutella. Try them today and flavour your summer with Macca's. Available for a limited time only.
SEN Track is the new sound of chasing, pacing and racing. And each Saturday you can watch it online. Saturday Trackside is on live stream on the SEN app, on your mobile via Twitch, your computer or smart TV. The banter, the fun, the expert analysis and horse racing tips. Simon O'Donnell, Dave Taggart and co bring it all to the table. Saturday Trackside. Watch the live stream this Saturday. SEN Track, the new sound of chasing, pacing and racing.
If you love racing, you'll love SEN Track. Start your day with us, Ian Healy and Pat Welsh, and catch up on all the latest in chasing, pacing and racing. Join us on SEN Track Ingham 96.1 FM, Atherton 99.1 FM, and the all-new Gold Coast 1620 AM, and Brisbane 1053 AM.
It's the new sound of chasing, pacing and racing.
Join in all the fun on SEN Track.
SEN Track.
Also available on the SEN app.
You can build with confidence with Metricon thanks to our lifetime structural guarantee. And we now offer advice and guidance to all Australians so they can truly love where they live. For more info, visit metricon.com.au. New South Wales Contractors Licence 174699C.
You're listening to Big Bash Nation. For McDonald's, the McRib and El Maco are back at Macca's this summer.
Great to have you with us. We're in Launceston tonight for the next game as we roll through a BBL 10, the Perth Scorchers taking on the Melbourne Stars. The Scorchers 0-1 from 1. The Stars 2-0 with 8 points on the board, so all of the points available to them they have secured thus far. I asked Luke Wright this, and it's a question without notice, so I'll let you take the fifth, but they've had some pretty good teams on the way through, the Melbourne Stars. We know they've had some of the world's great superstars play for the Stars without success ultimately, and we saw that factored into the women's as well this year. They got through to the granny and then couldn't get the job done, which was very, very strange. This team,
they should have won it.
In this campaign against the teams that they're playing this year, this Melbourne Stars team on paper, Chuck, looks head and shoulders, in my opinion, above any of the other sides. Just man for man, if they can keep this squad together, and that's always a big if, and players moving in and out and selection and this and injuries and that. But do you agree with that? Do you reckon this Stars team against the other 9 this year just looks clearly the best squad going around this year?
Okay, I've got very good, and if Stoinis and Maxwell don't disappear,
that's
which you don't think they're going to, I don't think they're going to, given what's coming up, it's a pretty good lineup. And what they've got tonight, and as I said, I've mentioned a few times, Nicholas Porun's a very, very talented West Indian and gets the job done. Coulton-Isles doing the business with the ball. If they can get Zampa in there as well, yes, your point is valid. I must admit, although they got beaten last night, I also like the Hobart Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Because I think they've got a good balance as well. They've got some really good quicks. Once they get Lamachane in the spinner, the mystery spinner, then they tick the boxes. Boata's come out of retirement on his walking stick, but he did a good job the other night. I was actually surprised he got ejected from the game last night. So I think they've got the bases covered. With Darcy Short and Wade up the top, when Wade goes in and out of that side, I think Colin Ingram's a gun player. So right now, it's early stages and we'll have egg on our face. But I'm saying Hurricanes and Stars are the 2 standouts.
What do you buy into this? What is it about the history that feeds into the now? Anything at all in terms of failed campaigns, get into the Final Four, don't get... Is there any merit at all for any of that carrying through?
I'd like to say no, because different group, different coach, different leaders. You'd think not, but I've not been in that situation, I must admit, either as a player or coach, where year after year after year, the only thing I could relate to was Victoria couldn't win at the Gabba for years.
Right.
Yeah, we couldn't win.
Yeah.
And I suppose thinking about that, each year you'd think, we've got to go to the Gabba again, those green branches, Kevy Mitchell's hose would have broken down again, and they're going to have Bickle and Casper. Hear what I'm saying?
I'm
probably actually talking myself out of it.
You're telling me that it exists.
Yes, that's right. That's as close as I could probably get to a hoodoo, and we had it for years. And I never won a Shield game at the Gabba until my last year when I busted my finger, and the boys were going to win. Cameron White was